I had to fix that. My head was getting cut off in the update video, but we back, baby. We here. And next up is going to be EMILIA. Right after the update, we're going to go into EMILIA, see what she's about. She is the one that I said actually might be the best. The best. EMILIA is the wind hybrid. So let's see what she's made of. Oh no. No video. No, we gotta do it raw. We gotta do it raw, ladies and gentlemen. I'm disappointed, but they're throwing everything out. Eventually they're gonna have the stupid video, but I want to get this out to you guys so much. We're just gonna do it straight up, baby. I don't care. No editing. So as we know, she is the wind hybrid character. We're going to be looking at that. She's the wind. Oh, she gives the same buff as Kali, ironically. And Kali is a hybrid as well. That's kind of awkward. Kali. You might get replaced. And I just purple start her too. So her S1 is going to inflict penetration damage equal to 100% attack. If the target has damage, immunity, or a shield, inflicts penetration damage equal to 80% of the attack for each effect. So we got a little head nod, a little knock and rock to some Christian, some Sid, and I think those are the only characters I think currently in the meta that put out shields. Correct me if I'm wrong. And damage immunity, I mean Electra does put out damage immunity as well. Shields is pretty much just yeah, I think it's pretty much just Sid that's being used currently in the meta. So that's a nice little thing to kind of tick in through that, but not in the dungeons, more of a PvP. So we got Barrier Explosion. Inflicts penetration damage equal to 120. That means it's the AoE cone. Of course, if the target has damage immunity or a shield, has a 80% chance to cast stun for 1 turn for each effect. So 2 80% chances to stun if the person has it. This is a heavy counter to those units, and this is like super. Don't bring that Christian in here. No, not bring that Christian in here. But unless this is a mechanic inside the dungeon, which I'm assuming it might be. Maybe the character gets a constant shield, but you can't stun them. So I'm hoping. Let's look at this S3. Inflicts penetration damage. Everything is penetration damage. How, Christian? This is your daughter, Christian? Is this why she could beat you? The thing is a AoE. Full AoE this time. 35% chance to cast Weaken on 3 enemies to decrease the max HP by 90%. So wow, Elizabeth has some competition. So she also has the ability to cast Weaken. Weaken is the same thing that as Elizabeth have when you counterattack with her Crow debuff, damage over time debuff, and then this chick is able to actually do it just by using her S3. There's a chance to land it on 3 enemies, which is crazy because now you can run both of them and cause PvP health. So this is definitely some PvP stuff right here, unless the new Advent Dungeon has a shield, and we won't know that until we see the Advent Dungeon itself. We don't, obviously you can assume that it might, but right now it's looking like she's a heavy Sid Christian counter, and Electra if you ever would see her in PvP, but you won't. So I'll say, like, that's kind of crazy. I mean, this also helps with Sinclair. There's a couple characters that use shield in Sinclair, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, Christian's dungeon also, they use a shield. They have damage immunity as well, which will actually, yeah, that will help out in Christian's for the stage 2, but a lot of people have stage 2 stuff for that. Well, what am I doing? I'm not even done reading. Obtains engraving of protection. All these engravings, everyone knows how to engrave. When attacked, this just happens. This is automatically, she gets one as soon as she gets attacked. Decreases damage taken by 30%, increases attack by 25% for 2 turns when a caster has engraving of protection. This is Screaming Taunt Runes, and this is based on 6 stars as well. Stacks up to 2 times, so that means that she can have 60% damage reduction plus a 50% attack buff. Woo. But can she take all the damage though? She is a hybrid, so her stats will be a lot better. Oh, she actually looks like, if you look at the penetration wedge, she looks like Hasenko. Capcom, you might want to sue. Engraving and protection disappears at the start of the turn. So it's a what? So she gets hit by one thing, gets the protection, but it goes away at the start of the turn. Well, I guess those are 2 buffs that happen, and if she gets attacked, obtains when attacked, decreases damage taken by 30% when Cast as engraving. So she gets those 2 buffs. They'll last for 2 turns, but then the protection will go away. So as long as she can get that buff in general, she'll get that buff, and then it'll keep refreshing itself. Okay, I'm about to say that's garbage, but it's not garbage. Okay, so here we go. Obtains engraving of protection at the start of the wave. Increases damage dealt by 150% to targets with shields or damage immunity. She is definitely killing your Christian. And that's actually pretty good, because also, and, I actually didn't think about this, is that some, not a lot, but some tanks do run the damage immunity hero talent, so this will actually help out a little bit with that, with the Ians and the Amins that are actually doing that. I don't know if this increased damage on her S1 and now also 150 damage on her actual hero talent is going to be enough to validate using her. So I almost feel like I already lost. I haven't looked at the other characters yet, but let's look at the skills. Unfortunately, we'll only be able to look at the small. We really can't look at anything like that. Final magic engraving. Look at that. She does a little spin, chucks those things, they land, and explosions. And oh, she just sits there and like, oh, get the dust off me, kid. A little clean. I do like the way it looks. It does suck that they don't have the video. Hopefully, maybe the other ones will be uploaded on the thing when we get to it. But what do you guys think about Emilia? I will say right now, as far as summoning for her, she does seem like she's a PvP-esque unit, and her base does seem good. But I do have to compare it to the other person's video. And I haven't looked at all of them. I like to do them one at a time to stay completely surprised for you guys. And right now, I'm not too sure. I mean, the amount of damage that she gets for free when she gets attacked, she is a hybrid, and you can run taunt on her, so she can take in damage purposefully. But the problem is that she's only getting a bonus damage on shields and damage immunity, and there's only there's only a few characters that I just named that people are using that have shields, unless the next character that I review has shields, and then or the admin hero has shields in her kit. Also, if the admin hero in the dungeon, there's shields. So that's gonna depend on which banner you're gonna want to summon on. So far, at least why you use her is if you're trying to get around shields. That's pretty much the only reason why you're gonna summon for her. If there's a shield meta coming up, or you think there's a shield meta coming up. And oh yeah, Claude's thing too. If you're trying to get around Claude, I didn't mention Claude. Someone's probably in the comment, Claude, you idiot! But I forgot about Claude. Claude has a shield too that can go through. So you know, she has definitely usage. She's definitely not useless, but she's currently only going to be used in against certain comps. She's a super counter unit, and that alone is going to spell out to me that unless you see that meta coming, unless there's something that's going to tell you besides the next 2 units, that she's not going to be one you want to rush for. So right now, she'd be on my back burner. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, in the Reddit, in the YouTube. Let me know what you guys think about Emilia. She looks pretty cute, but right now, I'm looking for something more overpowered. I'm looking for something that has penetration, anti-resolve, ignore defense, silence, and a heal, and a resolve. And then when the resolve goes away, I want it to revive. If a character doesn't have that, I pretty much don't see the point in using it.